Hi guys, I have again our Kids Pick the Funniest Poems book, edited by Bruce Lansky, and I am back with some more poems for today. If you remember from yesterday, we are still in the parents category, and I have 3 more poems today here for you. I hope that you are enjoying these poems as we celebrate National Poetry Month here in April. And soon we will be writing our own poems as well. So our first poem today is called Michael O'Toole, and it is by Phil Bolsta. Michael O'Toole hated going to school. He wanted to stay home and play. So he lied to his dad and said he felt bad and stayed home from school one day. The very next day he decided to say that his stomach felt a bit queasy. He groaned and he winced till his dad was convinced, and he said to himself, "This is easy." At the end of the week, his dad kissed his cheek and said, "Son, you've missed too much school." "But I still feel funny, and my nose is all runny," said the mischievous Michael O'Toole. Each day he'd complain of a new ache or pain, but his doctor could find nothing wrong. He said it was best to let Michael rest until he felt healthy and strong. Michael O'Toole never did get to school, so he never learned how to write, or to read, or to spell, or do anything well, which is sad, for he's really quite bright. And now that he's grown, he sits home alone, 'cause there's nothing he knows how to do. Don't be a fool and stay home from school, or the same thing could happen to you. So that's a good message about why school is so important. I know that right now school is super weird for everyone because we aren't actually in a school building. We're at our homes or our grandma's house or at daycare during the day, and then home with our parents at night. So this whole at-home learning thing is super weird, but don't forget that school is so important. So make sure that you're still doing your assignments, you're getting on iReady, you're doing all of the learning that you are able to do at home to keep your brains nice and fresh for whenever we get to go back to school. Hopefully that'll be sometime before the year's over, but if not, then you still need your brain to be super ready for 3rd grade in the fall. But we have another poem now. This one's called Stomach Ache Supreme, and this is by Geraldine Nicholas. If mother asks you to make supper, don't protest, pout, or scream. You can use my favorite recipe called Stomach Ache Supreme. Get ice cream from the freezer and put it in a baking dish. Pour some chocolate syrup on it with a can of tuna fish. Sprinkle it with chocolate chips, some salt and pepper too. Dump a blob of honey on top. Now there's a treat for you. Now spread peanut butter on it. Add cinnamon to taste. Garnish it with spinach and a jar of almond paste. Place it in the oven and bake it for a while. Then serve it to your family, but don't forget to smile. Give them heaping helpings. Expect some stomach pain, and they'll never, never want you to ever cook again. So, I personally think that meal sounds pretty yucky. Send me a message and let me know how you feel about it. Would you enjoy ice cream with chocolate syrup and tuna fish on top? 'Cause the tuna fish just ruins it for me. Yuck. I don't even like tuna fish sandwiches, personally. I definitely do not want it on my ice cream. Sounds very yucky, but I guess that's a good plan if you don't want to cook dinner ever again. And our last poem for today is called Snake Named Rover, and this is by Maxine Jeffris. Mom wouldn't let me have a dog with all the mess they make. So if I couldn't have a dog, I said I'd like a snake. My mother gasped quite audibly, but Dad approved the plan. A snake, he gulped. A real-life snake? Well, sure. I guess you can. We went to Ralph's Repulsive Pets and bought a yard of asp. It coiled inside a paper bag held firmly in my grasp. So an asp is a kind of snake. So it must be they bought a snake called an asp that was a yard long. So that's about 3 feet. I put him in a big glass tank and dubbed my new pet Rover, but all the fun of owning it was very quickly over. For all he did was flick his tongue once or twice each minute, while nervous Mom rechecked the tank to make sure that he was still in it. Then one fine day, we don't know how, my Rover disappeared. My father told me not to fret, but Mom was mighty scared. We searched the house from front to back and gave the yard a sweep. By midnight, we had given up and tried to get some sleep. At 3 a.m., my dad arose to answer nature's call. I heard him scream, I heard him swear, and then I heard him fall. For Dad had found the wayward pet I'd given up for dead. It was curled inside his slipper, laying right beside his bed. Now Rover's living back at Ralph's with frogs and newts and guppies. And now I have a dog named Spot, and she'll soon be having puppies. So I guess this kid, it doesn't say, I guess, if the child's a boy or a girl. But this kid wasn't able to get a dog, and so he got a snake. And his parents were not about it. So I guess that's one interesting way to kind of trick your parents into letting you get a dog. If you get a pet that they will end up not liking, like a snake, you can maybe trick them or convince them to get you a dog instead. Those are all of our poems for today, and I hope that you enjoyed them. I thought they were pretty good ones. Yeah, and I'll be back tomorrow with some more, hopefully funny poems. Alright, see you guys later.